So from this video here, I just want to give a big shout out to Lovelace Coffee, Lovelace Coffee. All right, shout out to you. Now I don't know if you're a guy or if you're a lady, so if you could just let me know that, because then I can be able to address you properly in my videos. But you were able to state that Suicide Squad has officially surpassed the Winter Soldier at the box office. And yes, indeed, that is impressive if that actually happened. So let's have a look and see. Go to Box Office Mojo. And currently, one thing that people need to understand though is that the totals you're seeing here right now, this total right here, which is quite big, is an estimate. Okay, so this is really just the estimated forecast for what is expected the weekend from the 16th to the 18th. Okay, so that's the estimated total. If you look at weekend box office numbers, it's expected that Suicide Squad will be ranked number 7 for the weekend in the top box office draws, and domestically it's expected to rake in $4.710 million, which is very impressive. It's only a drop of 17.7% from last weekend's totals, which I think was 5.7 something million. So that's really, really impressive. Okay, usually box office drops by 40 to 50% per weekend. So this movie is showing that it does have legs. Back to Suicide Squad's 2016 box office totals as estimated by Box Office Mojo. Now, its domestic number, $313.782332 million, is pretty impressive for the movie. The movie wasn't even expected to get to 700 million worldwide, far less to 300 million domestic. So this is very good. But what I want to note is its international box office, which is now past $400 million. $405.1 million is very, very impressive. And that leads me to my next point. Because of this box office total here, added to its domestic total, it takes its worldwide total to $718.882332 million. Now, as to Lovelace Coffee's statement that it actually surpassed Captain America the Winter Soldier, we're going to pay attention to that by, first of all, we're going to look at the all-time box office totals, and then we're going to look at the all-time worldwide box office totals. We're going to look at the domestic first, and then we're going to look at worldwide. Okay, when we look at all-time domestic grosses, Suicide Squad is ranked at number 54, just above Iron Man 2, which is outgrossed in the box office, which leads it now to being ahead of 7 Marvel movies. 7 Marvel movies it's now ahead of. It's also ahead of Star Wars Episode 2, The Attack of the Clones, Return of the Jedi, Independence Day, the Twilight Saga movies. These are all comic book movies as well. What else we have in comic book movies? Man of Steel, The Empire Strikes Back, which is a Star Wars movie. The Matrix Reloaded. It's also ahead of the Twilight Saga, so all the Twilight movies, actually. The Amazing Spider-Man, it's ahead of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Domestically, it's ahead of that as well. And, yeah, and Batman. So that's pretty impressive domestically. And then worldwide, not internationally, but worldwide, it's right now ranked at number 80. Okay, just ahead of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Actually, not just ahead, tremendously ahead. $4.5 million ahead. So that's a lot. And as Lovelace Coffee said, this is Lovelace Coffee's favorite Marvel film currently. Mine's is Captain America, the First Avenger. I even like it better than Iron Man 1. So, but yeah, it's long since surpassed that. So, yeah, it's done that, and it also has surpassed worldwide all the Twilight sagas, Transformers movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and what else we have? Man of Steel, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And I'm going to mention some non-comic book movies like The Hunger Games. All of The Hunger Games have been looked up. Pirates of the Caribbean. We have The Sixth Sense, Forrest Gump. We also have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's past all of that. So that's pretty remarkable, okay? So basically, the only movies now that are ahead of Suicide Squad internationally in terms of comic book franchise are X-Men Days of Future Past, The Matrix Reloaded, The Amazing Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, one of the Twilight sagas, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Spider-Man 3, The Dark Knight, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, The Dark Knight Rises, Transformers Age of Extinction, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Captain America Civil War, Iron Man 3, Avengers Age of Ultron, Marvel's The Avengers, Star Wars The Force Awakens. That's basically it. And usually almost all those movies I just spoke about, except for Spider-Man, were sequels. So it's really, 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 really amazing what this film has done. We'll see how far it goes. It's done a number of really remarkable things nobody expected it to do. So we'll see how it progresses over the next coming weeks. This is the 7th week. We'll see how it does in its 8th week and its 9th week. And by the 9th week, we'll really know what's up with it. But until then, you guys have a great one.